You think it's summer without a ball injury? Well, guess what? It absolutely is summer now because the old finger, I can't even do the snap. You just watch that. Friends, the Edmonton Oilers heading into what is going to be a very impactful weekend. Don't mind the hot sauce on the mustache and the surrounding mouth area. You got to eat dinner sometime before you play ball on a beautiful Tuesday night here in southern Alberta. But a critical weekend upcoming for the Edmonton Oilers. One would assume as well you've got a situation for the Oilers where you're going to have to free up some cap space. And Bob Stauffer putting out the good omens here today on Oilers Now, saying the Oilers will have plenty of cap space as we get towards July 1st. Whether that's used prior to July 1st, hang with me here. We could have a really different kind of lead up to the draft, or even a different draft this year, right? Last year we traded Sam O'Reilly, or traded for the right to draft Sam O'Reilly. That worked out pretty well. That guy looks pretty dang good for us, doesn't he? So that's where we find ourselves, is just kind of not really capped out. We got about 8-9 million somewhere in that range. Again, every time I sit here and think I know what the number is, I'm wrong. So I've quit trying to pay too much attention. As long as I know a ballpark, I'm good enough with that. And like I said, 8, 9, 7, maybe just under 8 million, maybe. I don't know. Don't really care either way. Not enough to really bring back the entire roster from last year. So one would assume there are changes coming. Long talks so far this summer about Kane and Arvidsson, and we know that frees up about $9 million in cap hit right there. So, all of a sudden you're at 17. That's plenty of cap space. But as we talked yesterday, there was a way to move Mikko Rantanen at $14 million onto this roster for the Edmonton Oilers. So, what I will allude you to there is that Darnell Nurse, I'm not sure if his position's all too safe. And again, in chatting with Patrick from the Oilers Fanatic channel over on the drive home here today, I will tell you again, Darnell Nurse comes up in topics simply because today you look at the Oilers depth chart on defense. We talked about, using Klingberg, Stetcher. We forgot about a guy on the back end there as well in Mr. Ty Emerson. We also forgot about a guy, Alec Regula, who re-signed with the Oilers not too long ago. By the way, Cam Dineen, some other interesting guys like Bo Akey and stuff in the minor leagues as well. So keep that in mind when we get towards what happens here over the next week. It's Tuesday. Next Tuesday is going to be a hell of a day. I'll be on the beach in Cold Lake, and I'll tell you, it's going to be a blast to just kind of tune in and follow along on the updates, because live streaming from the beach, if you were here last year for it, it didn't work out so well. So we're not going to bother with that too much. But friends, Bob Stauffer accordingly saying we're going to have plenty of cap space by the time we get going here in this free agent period. So looking forward to seeing what happens and having it happen as well live in front of all of us as we get set up for what's going to be a beautiful summer here in Alberta. I appreciate you being along. Thanks, friends, for tuning in. Thanks for the comments. For me, it looks like some ball team members have shown up, so we are going to head on up on out of here and get going for the Pirates. I don't even know who we're playing tonight, nor do I care. We're just going to have a good night on the Ball Diamonds. Friends, I am up on out of here.